Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's 2015 Week 7. This is West Charlotte going up to play North Mecklenburg. I'm Dale Ross.
Now I'm the pit man, Matt Morrow. Both teams coming off tough losses. Here's your keys to victory for both teams. For West Charlotte, you got to use your athletes on defense. North Mech has some ability on offense with the dual threat quarterback Coles and running back Wilson. You've got to contain that duo. We've seen Coles get out and make plays, especially winning the ball game over Rocky River. He can be dynamic when he's running the ball. For North Mech, contain the West Charlotte athletes in space, like I always say every week. And I keep saying that because they're so dynamic. You know, they get into space, they got guys that can just flat out go get it. Patton Cole can run the ball when he gets outside the pocket. He prefers to get outside the pocket because he can see the field better. And then they got the big guys on the outside. So, you know, North Mech, it's a tough loss. You know, that game with A.L. Brown was a big one for them. They can't have a hangover here because West Charlotte's got ability, man.
Exactly.
And they've been putting up points, like I said. And I said that last week. They've been putting up points ever since the Harding game. And they put up 13 against Mallard Creek. Not a huge deal, but, you know, still. They have the ability to score. And when you're playing a team that has the ability to score, you've got to come with it. And don't be surprised here if this is a dogfight, because if North can't score, you know, I think it'll be a shootout. West Charlotte's has some issues on defense, and you know, they're still working through that. But if Coach Hart gets those issues, it could be an upset. It could be.
I could see that if North, especially if North has, as you say, a hangover. What they have to understand is, hopefully those players understand, it's a new week. Playoffs are still, you know, they're viable. There's actually still a viable shot of being in the top 3 mix, because there can be some other things that happen. You know, Brown could knock somebody off. Brown could lose this week, and you're right back in the tie with them. So you got to just put that game behind you and move on to the next ball game. If they have any kind of letdown because of running, they were riding good.
They were riding high. They won 4 in a row.
Exactly.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this game plays out. I'm real interested to see that.
Big rival game. This is an old-time rival game between North Mecklenburg and West Charlotte, one of the older rivalries in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools. They're big rivals in all sports, and that may play a part in this. I don't know how much the West Charlotte kids feel it's a rivalry, but you know, any little bit of extra motivation, a little bit of drop from North Mech, and this is an upset win, as you call it. So
this is the game to watch Friday night. I'll be watching Twitter to see how this game is being played out. Another key for West Charlotte, they got to be able to block up front against North Mech. And one thing they did against Mallard Creek, they got the ball out quick a lot. It's one of the observations we had from that game. So North Mech's going to have to be able to tackle in space. We've been mentioning that a couple times. These teams within these spread offenses got to tackle in space.
Exactly. There you go. Hope you guys have a great ball game, and we'll be following you. Thanks.